Hey, I'm Angie Richard from the Floating Stories Lab, and we're out here in the Goyen River in Odien mapping bad boats. So I'm just going to walk you through the simple process to map bad boats and add it to the interactive global database. First of all, you want to come down and get your latitude and longitude, and the easiest way to do that is to take a quick photo of your boat, which you need anyway, and that'll register in your phone data. It should. There you go. We can go there later when we're adding things to the online survey form and get our latitude and longitude. Then you want to look around. You can have a notebook if you like. I just make notes in my phone. Again, super easy. I don't have to carry a lot of equipment. And we're describing the habitat. We're looking for this series of habitats: coral reef, seagrass meadow. You have to choose which one you're at, right? And you can choose more than one. So right here, we're like intertidal, rocky, oyster reefs around here, and estuary. So you want to get a wide shot also of your surroundings. We're just going to do that. Try and avoid people's faces. Next, we want to identify what kind of vessel it is. So this has got to go in your notes, and make an educated guess. If you're not sure, you can click on a couple. I would say that this is probably a commercial or a recreational fishing boat. So those are the two that I would note down in my notes. We're going to assess the condition, tick all the vessel classifications that apply. This one is likely abandoned, non-seaworthy. It would classify as probably wrecked, but not completely. And it's not partly submerged right now, but the tide comes all the way up here, so that would also classify as partly submerged. Then we want to get some close-up shots of damage. So this is damage. We've got shedding paint right here. That's pretty nasty. We've got quite a bit of cracked, open damage here. You want to be very careful too. If there's exposed fiberglass, you don't really want to touch it. We're going to get some shots of the damage inside, walk around, have a good look. Here's some more. Damage. You can do this with a smartphone, you can do it with a nice camera, whatever you have in your means. This is interesting because there's quite a lot of plastic and other debris. Okay, so get as many shots as you can. Then next, we want to look around on the ground to see what debris might be around. Look what we have here. We're just kind of tying in the whole relationship. But particularly for any debris coming off the boat, which here's a perfect example. We've got paint. Okay. Now, if you have one of these bad boys, this is a handheld Bluetooth microscope. Just connect that to your phone. There's an app. You use this as a Wi-Fi, and you just pop it on very carefully again, like this. An image is going to come up on your phone and you can take photos. So you can get some microscopic photos, just move it around, especially these exposed crack spots. On the fiberglass boats, you want to be looking at exposed fiberglass. Anything like this. And you take photos through the app. Then, after that, we're looking at observing wildlife and plants. So you can see right here, we've got a lot of plant biota. And if we walk just down in front, and we've got kelp, seaweed, and I know from already walking down there that that's mussels, oysters, and other shellfish. Note if you see any birds. We've got birds over there pecking around, okay? Just make any notes that you can about the biota. Then any additional observations. Today I would add that there's local people collecting shellfish, that we are, adjacent to a road, that there are other boats moored in this estuary, and it's clear that the public has access to this beach. Then what you do is you go home whenever you got good Wi-Fi and you scan that barcode, and all your notes and your photos you upload to our online survey. That is completely anonymous, and then it gets ported right over into this interactive global map, which is publicly accessible. So we can see and start to gather data on how many of these bad boats there are out there in the world.